Hey guys, welcome to the FA Cup edition of Football Ninja. With me is Karthik, and today we are doing this podcast after the semi-finals. So I think if you guys would have heard a previous edition, you know what Karthik predicted and what I predicted, and how spot on Karthik was on his prediction. It's a London derby. So Karthik, कितना 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 ईगो आ गया है अभी अंदर तुम्हारे, बताओ
ईगो
जरा.
तो आ गया है और खुशी डबल है। ठीक है, तो ठीक है, चलो लेट्स बिगिन। लेट्स स्टार्ट विद द सिटी एंड आर्सेनल गेम।
Arsenal game. Hey, by the way, Karthik, it's coming home.
I don't know, man. Arsenal has a good record in the FA Cup. Most wins, 13 if I'm not wrong. And so you never know. And after yesterday's game with City, I'm even more skeptical about it, you know.
But Karthik, the genuine question that I want to know from you is, did Arsenal play good or or City played bad?
Arsenal played well. They knew they had to defend most of the game, and that is very evident from the position that they had. It's just 30%, right? And it's low. City playing the usual possession game, but they just hit them on the counter attack, and I think they scored really good goals. Aubameyang was on. He got them the goals when he had the chance. They got 2 goals. They defended really, really well, especially Lewis, Mustafi, Tierney, or and Holding. They defended really, really well. Especially, I mean, I'm surprised how well, especially Lewis and Mustafi defended. So, City was attacking. I mean, they had 12 shots in total, which is low as we would expect City to have. But then, if you look at the other side, they just had 2 shots on target, which is bad, right? We have known them to score 4 or 5 goals, and then you just have 2 shots on target and nothing to show for it. So, I think City did not play up to the mark they usually do, and Arsenal played well above what they have been performing in the past few games.
I think the game was, I think so. The players that we know of Kevin De Bruyne, I think worst game of his career for City was this game. Mendy, I don't know why. What is Mendy doing in City? I have no idea what is he doing in City. To be very frank, Poppy, he's still playing. I don't know. So then, and also if you like just by a prediction, right? When you go back to a prediction, we predicted that like City can't, like they obviously will score a goal, that is given. So even when you were predicting City will lose, they'll still score one and lose.
Yeah.
This was a
Yeah.
pathetic performance by City.
So I mean, it's just happened, and I think Arsenal would be really proud. I know I saw Mikel Arteta's interview, and he was really, really proud of what they have done. So I think kudos to them, kudos to Arsenal for reaching the final again. This would be the 21st FA Cup final, which is a big thing. I think the only team, I think they're gonna surpass United now. So they were tied on 20. So kudos to Arsenal for reaching the 21st final.
And also Arsenal is in a very good form. They won against Liverpool.
Yeah.
Then they came into this game by that confidence of winning against Liverpool. And I think that worked out really well for them. Though I still feel that Liverpool win for Arsenal was also Liverpool throwing away that game in certain ways. But then you still have to score, right? Even if you get a ball, like if Van Dijk commits a mistake, then you still have to go score.
Right.
So that Arsenal was really good at that, and I don't think so. Both of us ever doubted the capabilities of Arsenal in attack.
Yeah.
We always had the problem with defense, which they sorted out really well in FA Cup against City. Against City. So see how amazing how just by having some good defense, how amazing Arsenal becomes.
Exactly. So the other thing here is, I think Arsenal have had that realization of what their capabilities are, which I think is a good thing. They know they have to defend most of the game, and I'm just talking about the last 2 games, right, against Liverpool and then City. So they know they have to defend for most part of the game. They did that well. They knew they have to hit on the counter if they have to score any goals. So they did that against City, and they defended well, scored 2 goals. I think did really well.
Yeah,
So
they made sure that the City is quiet. Right? They kept them quiet.
yeah,
And just the scoreline of 2-0 shows that they played pretty well against City, a side which is known for scoring at least two. Average of each game is almost 1.5, 2 goals
yeah.
per games. So yeah, I think that worked really well. Talking about defense, can we go and talk about the second game, where we saw a horrible defense, a mayhem of I don't know what happened today. We're talking about Manchester United versus Chelsea, and I think the person who played really well today was Diego, right? Because he played really well for Chelsea.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. See, the first goal, I would still give him the benefit of the doubt. I mean,
I'm so sorry, Karthik. It's very personal. Can I cut you?
yeah,
See, leave first. Even leave De Gea. My problem is when your team is doing so well, right? When you have a fixed starting line,
yeah,
which is doing pretty well, right? Where the Greenwood is coming, Martial is there as the striker, number 9, Ashwood is playing as number 9. Then you have Bruno Fernandes, there's Pogba, there's Matic. You have kind of good defensive and attack midfield put together, and then you have a 4 of this like Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, Lindelof, and Shaw doing pretty good job at the defense. Like, why would you change it? I want to know from you. Why would you change it?
I mean, it's this typical. I think what Mourinho also does is he plays according to the team that they are facing, which I think is not a very good approach, which Ole did for just this game.
No, but but my problem, like, I'm not able to understand. See, the एक होता है ना कि listen to the news and okay, understand it. When I saw that starting line, I'm still not able to comprehend it. कि क्यों किया? Like the guy which was supposed to, and which actually you have the stats which makes such a good teaming up with Bruno spoke by and he's sitting outside.
Yeah.
The guy who with whom Rashford tags up really well is Martial sitting outside. The guy who's kind of has the pace as much as Rashford and is running, is a youngster, is Greenwood sitting outside. So अगर तुमको इनको बाहर बैठाना था तो ये तो you could have, see, if you wanted to try this shit, you could have tried this shit a game prior
Yeah.
against the team that we played, right? Why would you do it in fucking semi-final? you have to play your strongest team.
Yeah.
You don't become a strongest team by making a strong player sit outside.
Yeah. And
see, that's the problem I had with Man U. I don't know. So and you saw, right? You saw the starting 20-30 minutes. I don't think so we were anywhere in the game. It's just that after a point of time we came in, I think.
so there are two things right now. First, I want to talk about Bruno Fernandes. He was lost today in midfield. He did not get the ball. Even when he got the ball, he had nobody to pass to. It was just Rashford who was ahead of him. And so that was one thing that happened. And I think in the second half, Ole did try to change a few things, get in the players that you were just talking about. But then I think it was too late by then.
Yeah, correct.
And
what is the point of getting them later on when you didn't start with them?
Yeah.
You should have just started with them, right? So why are you? See, I'll tell you now what has happened is, see, if Manu would have won semi-final and gone into final, or I think it's kind of true for all the 3 teams. When I'm saying 3, I mean Arsenal just qualified, and then it was between Chelsea and Man U. Right? So all these 3 are new managers,
right,
relatively, right? So this cup really matters for these 3 managers, not for Pep
any
Guardiola.
trophy, right?
No, yeah, right. So for these 3 managers to solidify their existence in their club, Lampard would definitely want an FA Cup. Arteta would definitely want an FA Cup, and so would Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So why would you risk this shit? Like, why won't you go back to the players which have delivered so far? After lockdown, how many times have you started with James? None. Why would you do that then? In an FA Cup semi-final, I don't know what kind of point you're making. I don't know if it is more giving motivation to the players. I don't know how does that work out.
Yeah.
But then why the fuck would you do that? You have experience of winning against Chelsea in the last 3 or 4 times. Just fucking do the same shit. Go with your best players. It's not even a Premier League game. It's a fucking semi-final. I don't know. I am lost.
See, On the other hand, let's also talk about Chelsea's formation, right? So they changed their formation today, and that probably worked out for two things, right? So Kante was injured, so they don't have that first line of defense they usually have. Pulisic was injured, so he was not playing. So there is already your best player after the restart is not playing, right? So you knew your defense is already weak, so he played with a back three, right? So he again went with 3-4-3. He knows Alonso is not really good at the left back, so and he played him in a wing back position with Reece James playing on the other side. It really worked out well for him. You have five defenders protecting your goalkeeper, and I think they really did a really good job. And you hardly had like United had just, I mean, not just, I mean, they had 7 shots on the goal, but then they had total of 7 shots. But then I think they did a really good job. He also knew Jorginho is sort of weak in defense, right? If it's a foot race between Rashford and Jorginho is gonna go way back. So I think the defense worked really well, and then thanks
I think
to
also Lampard went back to the formation that this team was playing before he came into the team, right?
yeah, sort of, yes.
So three, and it was a very, I think, Alonso and for Jorginho, it was a very natural formation again going back, and very same, same kind of roles that they played, and then it looked very natural as well. It was not like something which Manu was trying, which looked and which kind of looked. So that's what I'm saying, right? So it just felt like very amateurish from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. That this entire how he handled this semi-final.
Yeah.
I hope he doesn't do that upcoming. Probably just the game. So I also want to know Abhi. So we know the finalists who are. It's a London derby, and it's going to be against Arsenal against Chelsea. So what do you think? How will that happen?
That's a tough one, man. But I'll go with my team. I'll go with Chelsea to win 2-1, 2-0. I'll go with 2-0 for Chelsea.
I think I see because you're going with Chelsea. Only because you're going with Chelsea. I also feel that Chelsea has a good chance to win actually. See they showed like Arsenal, like Man City, Man U also has a good attack, good pace attack, which Arsenal kind of dealt with, and you guys also dealt with. So you guys have you kind of have a very similar experience going to final as well. So it'll be on that day you'd never know, right? So probably Giroud will score against his previous goal, or Lewis will thank the club, his previous club, by taking a red card. You never know what's going to happen. It's going to be an exciting game.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So that's happening next month. So we'll have another one before and after the game. I think that's all, Amit, for this one.
Thank you so much, guys. Let us know what else we can add. Please follow us, subscribe us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and also on Twitter.